Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on Superman Lois. Today we're going to be talking about the future of Superman Lois, including Season 4, Season 5 and beyond. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so I've got a couple things I want to break down. These have been something that I've been thinking about making a video for quite a long time now because I've seen them for quite a while. And if you guys remember, back in May I went to this event called the Ultimates and Tyler Hoechlin was there himself. Also, he's been going to a bunch of other Comic-Con events in America, in different countries around the world, and he's been basically teasing what's going to happen in the future of Superman Lois. And also, he was doing that before Superman Lois was renewed for Season 4, but now we know it's renewed for Season 4. We know we're getting new content with a new season. Obviously, it's been heavily reduced. It's going to be just our main 4 characters plus Lex Luthor. But some of the comments that Tyler has been making is very interesting, and I wanted to break down the timeline in terms of, will Superman Lois end with Season 4 or will it end with Season 5, and how that links into James Gunn's Superman legacy. So if you missed my recent video, you can click it on the top right corner of the screen. It's all about Season 4 and the potential of it being delayed because of the writer's strikes right now. Season 4 is very unlikely to come out until like summer at the earliest or fall next year. But for now, let's go ahead and get into today's main topic. Okay, so Tyler Hoechlin comments on the importance of Superman's legacy. I'm going to leave the link in the description below to the Twitter thread that I am reading out. So Tyler said this: "I'm passing on the torch onto the next person and it will be soon. It's fun to be part of something that's bigger than you, like a small part of this huge legacy, seeing how much it means to the people around you." So that's the quote that he gave at a recent event. I don't know exactly what event that was, but it was one of the Comic Cons that he's been going around to. And so what I found most interesting about this, which I'm sure you guys picked up on, is the fact that he says, "I'm passing the torch on to the next person and it will be soon." It will be soon. So he's already imagining that he's going to be leaving Superman sometime in the next year or 2 years, I'm guessing. So this leads me into what I am speculating about is probably their plans in terms of the DCEU. I don't know if James Gunn has any control over it, but if he has any say, I think this will be his plan. And so we'll get into that in just a second, because I believe Season 4 Superman Lois is probably not going to be the ending of the show. I think we're going to get a Season 5. I just have an instinct that that's going to happen, because if you remember, James Gunn did that comment a while ago saying, "I believe Superman Lois will continue for like 1 or 2 more seasons." Well, that would perfectly line up to the release of Superman Legacy, because right now Superman Legacy is set for a July 2025 release date. And if Superman Lois Season 4 comes out, say in summer 2024, and potentially, you know, with no writer's strike, they can get on with writing a 5th season if they want to do a 5th season, which is still likely, but obviously people have their doubts considering how long it took them to decide to do a Season 4 this time around. They would potentially have a shorter break because they had a very long break this year due to all the circumstances right now, and I believe they could get the show out for a Season 5 sometime around mid-season, maybe February, March time, and it could be completely over by May 2025, and then you would have literally a few months later in July 2025 Superman Legacy premiering. And so that's if James Gunn has any say, and if they want to make the transition of Superman's smooth, I think they will do that. And so I really hope Superman and Lois gets a Season 5, because I think this would be the perfect way for the show to potentially end and still give it enough time to explore its characters, because there is so much life in this show and it doesn't deserve to finish just after this 10 episode season with Season 4. So I'm really hoping Season 5 could potentially be it, or it could even continue beyond that, but it would be a good transition as we head into summer of 2025, where we have the release of Superman Legacy, which they've just cast recently, and obviously that's a big deal. But we got some other comments from Tyler Hoechlin, at some different events. I'm actually going over my old tweets from May when I was at the Ultimates in Birmingham when Tyler showed up with Nicole Maines, and he did a solo panel as well. And so what he said was to do with the future of Superman and Lois, and it's something that even the showrunner of Superman and Lois has talked about. We've talked about it recently in regards to the showrunner, but this is from Tyler's perspective. He says, from what I've heard, it leaves the door right open in terms of where Superman and Lois ends, and he did actually emphasize that he is unsure about the future of the Arrowverse and the DCU, but in terms of a Superman and Lois crossover in the future, he says the door is wide open, and so that could potentially be a thing that could happen in this next season, or if there is a season 5. I reckon we will see some familiar Arrowverse faces showing up, whether it's just John Diggle once again, potentially with the same actors playing different characters. Like we've seen Lucy Lane, we saw the actor come back, she played a different version of her Supergirl character. Also, we've seen many retcons in the show, so they're not bothered about that, and I think we've all accepted that as of right now. And so there's definitely potential for crossovers in this next season and potentially a season 5. So another quote from Tyler from that event was, he says, if Arrowverse Superman came back, I would play him as a different character to the character on Superman Lois. And that's because he always made the effort to play Superman on Supergirl as a supporting character rather than a lead, because he wasn't the main focus, because it was all about it's her cousin coming to help out on Supergirl. And obviously this question was brought up because Nicole Maines was here. Obviously Tyler originated his Superman on Supergirl, and there was always complaints about him playing a weaker version of Superman than traditionally Superman is. But as Tyler says, like, it's just because he was on Supergirl, it wasn't his own show, so clearly Supergirl had to be more powerful, and it just makes sense that she was more powerful because she is the center of the show. And so if that Arrowverse character ever came back, the version of Superman that we've seen in Crisis and all the other crossovers, it would be that same version of the character. But that's not to say he would be like insanely weak. I think they would upgrade him a bit more, but that Arrowverse Superman seems like we're probably not going to see him again, because right now we've only got Superman Lois that is an Arrowverse show that is still going on because all the other Arrowverse shows are gone. So we're going to be sticking to this Superman Lois version of the character, who is awesome. And I would like to see some other Arrowverse figures show up, but in a new form, in a Superman Lois form. So they will be different, just like Superman would be different if he ever appeared again as the Arrowverse character. But yeah, so that's kind of my little roundup video for you guys on Superman Lois right now. Obviously there's a lot of things going on to do with Superman, DC right now. There's always going to be plenty of news. However, if you guys want to contribute to any future videos, please be sure to go over to my community tab right now, because there is a new post there where you can comment any video ideas you want me to make. If you have any theories about Superman and Lois Season 4, potentially to do with Doomsday and the way they're going to take things forward with Lex, how it's going to be without those other series regulars. Do you think those characters are going to show up again, or do you think they're gone for good? Let me know all of that and what you want to see in future videos, because obviously right now with Superman and Lois potentially not coming back until next year, we are going to be doing a lot of theory content. We're going to be doing lots of different DCU related Superman content, because I'm sure there's going to be more and more to do with Superman Legacy. Obviously we will talk about Superman Lois lots in anticipation for season 4 coming out, but we don't know when it's coming out as of right now, so things are up in the air. But I would really appreciate you guys coming up with any video ideas that you want to see on the channel, because really I'm here to make videos that interest you guys, so I want to know what type of content you want to be seeing. So go over to my community tab right now and go check that out. And also the advertisement at the start of the video for the new merch, it's officially out. You can go click on the top link in the description below to the dctvshow.tmail.com to get your new merch. It's limited edition, it's only going to be available for a limited time, so now is the time to get your DCTV merch if you want to support the channel and you want to wear something cool. Like, it's super comfy, they are a great company that we're using, it's good for the environment. And so yeah, I'm just super happy that it's out, and this is the second time that we've released merch. This is our second design overall. The first drop went really well last November, and we closed it around like January time, I believe. So now is the time to get your new merch if you want to support the channel and you want to wear something really nice and comfy. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It really helps out the channel, and subscribe and turn on notifications if you guys are new around here so you don't miss any future videos. We're uploading pretty much daily right now, so go check out anything on the channel that you guys have missed. And you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.